There are thousands of DOS games. Most of them are terrible. I play one selected at random with a 20-minute time limit and record it live. This is the result. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another random DOS game show, and this is Sir Ramic Hobbs. Hello, are you awake? Hit return to continue. Yes, I'm here. Thank goodness for that. I thought you were a goner this time. Just in case you've forgotten, you are Sir Ramic Hobbs, Knight Errant. It really was an error to come out on this quest. Well, I'm beginning to think so already. I am your guide. My name is Prang, Wizard Prang. I'll try to keep you up to date with what's going on by means of disembodied voice, a technique I learned from the Flying Sorcerer. UFO snafu? Oh no. I once had a body just like yours. Well, not just like yours, until I offended Sir Cooler Stairs, who disembodied me with one blow of his handy mace. Still, I make myself useful. Okay, so that's the introduction. Mrs. Sir Ramic Hobbs and a something something. I didn't read it. You can go back and find that out. You're in an extremely smelly cave. The floor slopes steeply from west down to east. There's a faint glow from below, whence the smell appears to be emanating, and a rather brighter light from above. The floor is slippery. Okay. Pick up ornate sword. You are now carrying the ornate sword. What now, eh? That's a good question. Pick up round peg. You're now carrying the round peg. But sadly, that does not give us any score. Let's just have a wee look. So, there is a signed agreement, a curious flute. Let's pick up the curious flute. This is one of the... pick up flute, I guess. You don't add descriptive stuff to what you're picking up. Pick up manual. And I guess there's just the agreement. Okay, let's read the manual, shall we? Read manual. How to play Sir Ramic Hobbs' adventure. This adventure is not intended to frustrate and annoy you. Oh, that's good. The author well remembers spending days lost in the caverns of Zork, and only occasionally solves an adventure without cheating. Like many of us, yes. With Sir Ramic, you should be entertained by the descriptions, the responses to help, and by one or two of the characters you will meet. Okay, cool. So yeah, it's essentially teaching you the controls and stuff, which is nice, you know. It's quite comprehensive, actually. Includes special commands. It's your basic adventure game. Okay. So, it's a relatively easy adventure, should be able to solve it yourself. However, if you get totally frustrated and or really stuck and want to give up, a complete solution is available from the author for no charge. Oh, that's nice. Read agreement. What's the agreement about? I, Wizard Prang, read you this agreement. The bits in capital letters are my comments. So, right, blah, 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 blah. Being of sound mind. I agree to retrieve Princess Anne P from the evil grasp of the high-level gorilla. That's the name, isn't it? Sir Ramic Hobbs and the high-level gorilla. That's HLG, a formidable chap who could, with 2 fingers, compress your windpipe until all you could wheeze was eek. Ugh. Okay, so we got to get to the top of the midden and rescue the princess. Right. Okay. Let's look around. So, we have a floor that slopes from west down to east. So let's go east. This is where the smell was coming from, all right. There are piles of it on the floor. The inhabitant of this cave doesn't do it in the woods. The cave where you woke up is to the west. The main part of the bear lair is east. There is a round hole in the wall at shoulder height. Use peg in hole. You play with the peg for a while. Oh, nothing significant happens. Okay. There's probably something to do with the peg. There seems to be a bear moving around in the bear lair. That's surprising. To the west, the cave continues upwards. A flight of ill-carven stone steps leads downwards to the south. To the east is a golden light. So you're standing too close to that bear. Okay, let's head east. The bear blocks your way and will not let you leave. Damn bear. Let's go south then. No! The bear appears to be getting angrier. What happens if we hit inventory? Right, we're carrying an ornate sword, a round peg. What if we used a flute? Oh, it's hardly Mozart, is it? You appear to have become short of breath, and the game has quit out on me. So, presumably the bear killed us. I'm going to go back into my editor and see exactly what happened and leave it on that screen. So, what is Sir Ramic Hobbs in a high-level gorilla? It's a text adventure game, latter-day text adventure game, I think, released somewhere between the late 80s and early 90s by Gil Williamson, and it's comedic. It makes fun of itself and of you. It's got a passive voice wizard who probably makes fun of you as well, and you're sent on a hopeless task to, rescue a princess and all that. It looks quite promising for a text adventure, and I think fans of that genre of interactive fiction will probably get a kick out of it, at least a wry chuckle here and there. And it was very nice of the offer to offer a complete walkthrough for people like me who have very little brain and end up being eaten by bears. And if you like me talking about random DOS games, usually I play graphical games rather than frustratedly going through text adventures and failing miserably. Feel free to take a look at all the other videos on my channel, and if you like what you see there, you can subscribe. And if you really, really like me despite my persistently taking on text adventures, you can become a patron. That is an option, but it's entirely optional. Like these fine people here. Look at them. Aren't they wonderful? So yeah, that was an entertaining little text adventure that I barely scratched the surface of, and it should appeal. Until next time. Fare thee well, Sir Ramic. Oh right, he was eaten, wasn't he? Guess he won't.